Welcome to part 32 of building our tiny house, and in this video we are finally getting on the roof tiles. But before we can get started with the roof, we have to deal with something, which is that giant branch over the house that's leaning right over it. It is already without leaves, so that is likely to fall in a big wind, so we gotta take care of it. We did want to do it before we got the wind barrier on because it can rip it, with the fall. Hopefully all the wood that we have added to hold the roof is gonna catch the fall of the branches. I'm gonna try to do it in small sections so they're not heavy, and clean it up so we are preventing any future damage to the roof. So let's get started with that. Get up there with our extension pole and cut it. So I did cut it as much as I could. I did not get it as high as I was wanting it to. It looked a lot closer than it was in person, but the pole did reach quite high, but it was just hard to find your balance to really be confident. Of course, you are in a roof. It's not the most slopest roof, but it's still a roof and you don't want to fall down. But it's done. If you want, you can check out the link in the description. It's not sponsored or anything. We're just really enjoying the product. So now let's bring up the roof tiles and start attaching the roof before it starts raining, because the day is quite of a mystery. Okay.
Are we ready?
No.
There's a little problem.
Oh! It's my microphone.
The clip-on would be not the best to lose. I can also help you with it. Okay. At least you can bend them like this closed.
Yeah.
Imagine the big tiles we had in the tower.
Those were a lot heavier as well.
They were heavier and not so flexy.
So 2 hours later, the rain is gone for now, and before we got halfway. So let's now finish up this whole side and have one side done and then move on to the other side.
It's been quite a crazy weather. Literally, started with a blue sky, then pouring rain. Now it's about to maybe pour again. Blue sky. So we have almost 1 week later from the last clip you saw. It has been raining a lot, but we also came across to quite of a big problem. We wanted to continue, as you saw, the weather was coming quite badly, and we wanted to put the top on. David wants to put also the top of the roof as he's going with the tiles, so he doesn't have to step on the slippy tiles, so he can still crawl around safely, more safely than just walking on the slippy tiles, and put the rooftops on. So I was about to hand him the rooftop, and turns out that whenever we bought the roof, they gave us the wrong thing. These ones are the ones that go at the end to prevent wind, and it's two different ones, so it's 5 and 5. I'm not exactly sure. David said one of them is left and right, but they do have different patterns. That's why we thought that this one is for the top of the roof. And yeah, so we pretty much had no top to put on, and then it just kept on raining consistently. And then we went to Riga to drop off my mom at the airport, and we wanted to go to the place that we originally got these ones from, but the price and everything did not really match with the quality that we wanted. So we went to the hardware store and got the proper thing, which is this one. So that's what I've been talking about since the start. That's the one that we've been missing, the one that goes on the very top. As you can see, it's a bit different than this one and different than the other one. So it's a bit of a mess, and the only little problem is that they did not have the correct brown tone, which I don't understand how that is possible. This one is a bit more of a red brown. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, and this one's a bit of a darker brown, but I think on the very top you're not going to be able to notice it. So let's now use the beautiful sunshine weather, hurry up and get the roof up safely and slowly, but still quickly, so we can keep on going with the rest of the things, such as closing the sides.
No, that's more than two. That's all of them.
That's all of them.
I So we are nearly done. One tile left to do, but before we can finish off, I need to know exactly how to align it, the top of the roof, so it ends perfectly with this, because these ones actually extend over quite a bit more than the other side. The other side they go flush, but this side, because they're following the contour of the roof, because it's missing the little wave, it's like the end piece like this, so this has the wave, it needs to be bitty further, so it's 3 centimeters we're missing. More than the tile, so I'm gonna add this first on one side, so just I can align the top. So let's go do that quickly. Bye bye.
And for some reason, this side has a protective film and the other side doesn't.
It's not like it's strong enough to pull it in one go. this side is done. Let's move on and finish up the other side. Looks really professional with these end pieces. Which way do you think it goes?
How is there a rainbow without rain on top of the house? It's like a very bit of a rainbow. Do you see it?
Might be raining right in front of us.
That is cute.
So as you can see, we are finished. The roof is on. We have also attached the ends. That end that we did on that side that clicks in nicely with the little groove. That one fit perfectly and looks really nice the way it should be, 90-degree cut. But the other side is something like 65 degrees, something random. And I think that's what they thought that they gave us as the roof top. Yeah, that's not meant for that either. I'm not sure exactly what that is meant for. Could be somewhere deeper under some metals, or like here in the very front, like to hide it before you put a gutter. I don't know, but it's definitely not the right one. We'll see. If we can find the exact one, we might replace it, because it's only like 20 euros for us to replace it. So we might replace it and put the correct one. The holes that we make anyways, we can reuse to put it somewhere else. It doesn't matter so much. And yeah, but besides that, it looks really good. I think we did a professional, good job. The roof is a bit shinier than I was expecting. But it looks good. I think it is a nice brown. It's also a little bit of a cherry brown. It's not fully like really dark brown either. So I think it looks good. Let us know in the comments what you're thinking about the roof and the build so far. And we'll see you in the next one when we continue on with working on the walls to close this thing finally up and weather tight. See you next time. Bye-bye. I'm hungry.
Really nice. And by the way, you cannot see the different brown that is on top. Only from the drone you can tell the different brown tone.
I think it looks pretty good.
It looks amazing, not just pretty good.